What happened before the Battle of Trenton? What happened in April 19th, 1775, the Battle of Lexington and Concord took place. May 10th, 1775, was the siege of Fort of Ticonderoga in New York. The Battle of Bunker Hill occurred in June 6, 1775, in Massachusetts. The last major battle was in August 27th, 1776, at Long Island in New York. Lexington was a loss.
Concord was a win for the Patriot militias and a loss for the British military.
But they gave a morale boost to the American colonists. Word spread from town to town, and militias prepared to confront the British and help their neighbors in Lexington and Concord. New York, May 10, 1775, the capture of Fort Ticonderoga was the first defense victory for American forces in the Revolutionary War. It secured the strategic passageway north to Canada and netted the Patriots an important stock for artillery. At the Battle of Bunker Hill on June 17th, 1775, early in the Revolutionary War, the British defeated the Americans despite their loss, and inexperienced colonial forces inflicted significant casualties against the enemy, and the battle provided them with an important confidence boost during the siege of Boston. Trenton. Now we get to the Battle of Trenton. New Jersey, December 26, 1776. After crossing the Delaware River in a treacherous storm, General George Washington's army defeated a garrison of Hessian mercenaries at Trenton. The victory set the stage for another success at Princeton a week later and boosted the morale of the American troops. Now we get to our video.
What is your name and significance?
My name is General George Washington of the Continental Army.
When were you born?
February 22nd, 1732.
What is your name and significance?
My name is Johann Roll, and I am a colonel of the Hessian forces.
When were you born?
1726.
And the day?
I cannot give you that information.
After asking his enlisted men to stay for one last effort, Washington devised a plan to slow down the British and capture supplies and strengthen American morale.
I believe in you all. Stay and fight. The plan is to cross the Delaware River on Christmas night and attack the Hessian garrison.
Why should we fight when we've lost all of our battles?
Do not leave. We need your help.
Why do we have to go through this terrible storm?
We've been out here for over 11 hours. Why must we keep fighting? Why can't we turn back and go to camp?
Washington devised a plan to attack the British forces, which is mainly made up of Hessian mercenaries. His plan was to cross the icy Delaware River on Christmas night.
No, the British troops will not be expecting us, and this is our last chance to come back in the war and win over our independence.
How long is this gonna take?
Keep fighting through, guys. We can do this.
So just go to camp.
The British spies alerted the Hessian force, but Colonel Rahl dismissed the idea.
The colonists are coming. I do not believe that, and they would never have the power to.
Despite Colonel Rahl's arrogance and ideas, Washington surprised the British force at the Hessian garrison. Meanwhile, Washington and his troops were behind schedule because of the storm overnight. Washington proceeds with his plan and splits his army into three. Nathanael Greene takes his part of the army and attacks from the north, while John Sullivan cuts the line of retreat and attacks from the east.
Attack!
You'll never take me alive!
Ha! I have you now!
The battle was a huge victory for the Americans. 5 Americans were wounded and 22 were killed. 83 British soldiers were wounded and 800 were missing or captured from the Hessian garrison.
Huzzah!
After the victory at Trenton, George Washington embarked on a 10-day campaign that would change the course of the war. At the Battle of Princeton on January 3rd, 1777, Washington got another victory and proved that his amateur army could defeat the British.